Hi, it's Sue with your FAQ, and today the question is, how do you feel about promoting yourself? Well, you probably don't like it. That idea of self-promotion for a lot of us is really uncomfortable. We might think it's a little bit boastful or pushy, and particularly at the moment, even a little bit inappropriate. However, if you're not promoting you or your products or your services, how else are you going to succeed in business? It really is a part of business success. So right now, if you are in business, or certainly hoping to be once this situation is over, you really do need to be communicating with people and letting people know who you are, what you do, how you can help them, and that difference that you make. Now, that communication, it could be with your customers, your clients, your friends, colleagues, competitors, to the public at large, and of course even to the media. And so you should be putting out information that is useful to all of those people who can help spread the word about you and what you do. And that information could be shared across like a video like this, perhaps even a webinar, a blog, or of course across editorial coverage and publicity in major mainstream media. So most of us right now are possibly over this initial crisis, certainly I hope so, and we may be a little bit in recovery mode and just thinking about our business. However, the next phase really will be, if you're not doing it now, is really to raise your profile. So you need to be thinking about ways to raise your profile. So just to give you an example of how I think this can work, and this is certainly for a small business, I had a friend ask me the other day about writing a blog for a magazine. She'd been approached by a wedding magazine, which is the industry that she's involved in, to write a blog. Now she dismissed that, said, well, that's just free labour. Now, when I pointed out that that blog would probably be read a lot more widely than an advertisement, for instance, that started to pique her interest. And then I said, well, consider that that blog's not just a one-off piece. You can use that blog, you can, on your own website, for a blog on your website, you can flesh that piece of information out to a bigger article and submit it to other magazines. You could perhaps even turn it into a little video or a webinar or a podcast. That information can be repurposed across all of your social media channels. Now that of course started to excite her a little bit more, to think that that's not just that one piece of information, and it's certainly not free labor, it is publicity. And if people start to notice that, then it is really effective, and of course it's helping other people. So why wouldn't they choose to use her services if she's giving out that sort of information? So that's something that you can consider as well, about how you can promote yourself, whether that is across digital channels, whether that's across social channels, or whether that's across like mainstream media, which of course is the traditional form of publicity. It should all be working together for you to help promote you, your products and your services, so that people know how you can help them. So I have a few more ideas about publicity and traditional editorial coverage in my blog this week, and that's at suecurry.com.au blog. So I do hope that helps, and why don't you go out there, blow your own trumpet to boost your brand, and until next time, keep shining.